All right, let's dive right into this explainer. We're unpacking one of the most misunderstood ancient texts out there when it comes to the mysteries of the afterlife, the Garuda Purana. You know, it's a source of wisdom that's fascinated and honestly kind of intimidated seekers for generations. But as we're going to see, the reality of the scripture is way different from its popular, spooky reputation. Today, we're exploring a magnificent piece of ancient philosophy that absolutely flips the script on how we view not just what happens after we pass away, but how we're supposed to be living right here, right now. It is a true journey from the unknown straight into profound clarity.
So Section 1, the Garuda Purana, a mystery.
Have you ever actually stopped to wonder what the Garuda Purana is at its absolute core? I mean, for centuries, just the name of this text has been wrapped in this heavy cloak of mystery, right? It's usually only spoken about in hushed tones during times of grief. People hear the name and, bam, they instantly associate it with the unknown, the shadows, the great beyond. It's so easy to get caught up in the hearsay and just assume it's this strictly dark, frightening account of the end of human life. But, well, when we strip away all that external noise and look directly at the source material, we find something entirely different. We really have to ask ourselves, who originally spoke these words, and how did these massive secrets of the universe even get recorded in the first place?
Let's lay down exactly what this text is. The Garuda Purana isn't some isolated, mysterious little pamphlet of doom. No. It is officially classified as one of the 18 Mahapuranas. Now, in ancient traditions, the Mahapuranas are the major, foundational pillars of cosmic wisdom and philosophy. Just by recognizing it as one of these 18 grand texts, our whole perspective instantly shifts. It's literally a comprehensive encyclopedia of knowledge specifically designed to teach humanity the fundamental laws of the universe.
Moving on to Section 2, the Divine Vishnu-Garuda Dialogue.
You see, the whole text is beautifully structured. It's not a dry academic lecture, it's an intimate divine dialogue. The foundational story goes that Garuda, the mighty divine eagle, approaches Lord Vishnu with this burning curiosity that totally mirrors our own. He just goes right up and asks, "O Lord, what happens to a human soul after death? How does it attain heaven, hell, or moksha?" It is such a powerful, pivotal moment. Garuda is basically acting as the stand-in for all of humanity here. He's asking the exact same questions every single one of us has pondered at some point. Where do we go? How's our final destination decided? What are the literal mechanics of the soul's eternal journey?
And Vishnu? He doesn't hold anything back. He methodically answers Garuda by laying out the fruits of karma, that unyielding cosmic law that every single action has a reaction. He describes the literal path the soul takes to Yamaloka, the realm of the afterlife. He meticulously breaks down the whole concept of sin and virtue, pap and punya, explaining exactly how the scales of our earthly deeds are weighed. But, and this is key, it doesn't stop with the soul checking out. Vishnu emphasizes the earthly side of things too. He talks about the absolute necessity of Shraddha rituals and the deep ongoing importance of honoring our ancestors. And finally, the absolute pinnacle of this whole conversation is the transmission of the knowledge of moksha, that ultimate spiritual liberation from the endless cycle of birth and death. This massive, intricate explanation from Lord Vishnu, that is exactly what makes up the content of the Garuda Purana.
Which leads us to Section 3, not death, but knowledge of life.
Now, this brings us to the absolute biggest paradigm shift in how we understand this divine dialogue. If you take away literally just one thing from this explainer today, let it be this: a massive transition from focusing on the end to focusing on the journey itself. Society constantly boxes this in as a book of death, like it's only relevant when life is over. But the true reality? It's completely different. This text is actually an incredibly practical, highly detailed guide to life. It delivers these profound teachings on dharma, which is righteous living and fulfilling your duty. It dives into the everyday intricacies of karma, the real transformative power of devotion, and how critical charity actually is. Fundamentally, it's a blueprint for navigating the messiness of being alive so that you can ultimately reach moksha. It isn't obsessing over the finish line, it's handing us the essential tools to actually run the race.
So, we wrap up with this really powerful realization. The Garuda Purana is a divine manual teaching humanity exactly how to live life to attain Sadgati, or ultimate salvation. It just brilliantly connects the dots between our everyday mundane actions and our ultimate spiritual destination. Lord Vishnu's answers to Garuda make one thing crystal clear: our afterlife is entirely, 100% shaped by our present life. So really, the text is holding up a mirror to us right now. It forces us to look at our own dharma, our own karma, and our own daily devotion. As we finish up this explainer, I want to leave you with something to really chew on. If the exact roadmap to ultimate salvation is drawn by the daily, seemingly tiny choices we make while we're alive, how well are you navigating your own life today? Are your current actions building a path you'd actually be proud to walk when your ultimate journey begins?